This is the Blazer ES1000 butane torch. It can be used for heating instruments, melting wax, can even be used for welding. It has potential to be very hot, but it can be adjusted. It's also can be tipped over, so you need to be careful when you're using it. It takes butane fuel. You can buy the Blazer fuel, but you can buy just ordinary fuel at the store as well. To load fuel, never shake the butane. Just turn the torch over. You'll see a little metal orifice, and just turn over the butane canister. Make sure it's fully seated over top of the orifice and push down. If you start to see liquid come out the end, it's probably full. Make sure when you're seating that you get it fully seated over top of the nipple before you press down. This torch is a great safety item because it only comes on when you press the button. When you take your finger off, it should stop. That's a safety feature. Please use that. There is a red lock here, so you can start the torch, lock it on. We don't want you to use that lock in our clinics. If the torch tips over, it can cause a fire. On the top of the Blazer, you'll find a little tab or lever, and as you move it from side to side, you can make the flame hotter or cooler as you do that. If you can't light the torch, adjust the fuel levels. Don't just keep clicking the starter. If you get the right settings, it'll start, unless the barrel is plugged. On the other side of the Blazer, there's another lever which will allow you to adjust the length of the flame. So if you move it back towards your hand, you'll see that the flame gets a little bit shorter. If you move it away from you, you'll see the flame get longer. With those two controls, you can adjust both how hot the flame is and how long the flame is. So there's quite a bit of control, and you need to sort of play around with the controls to see what each one does. For heating waxing instruments, you want a short flame that's fairly hot. For melting wax, you can use the same sort of flame. Just keep the wax moving. For smoothing out waxes, use a shorter flame and less fuel, so you've got a cooler flame and you don't melt everything down. The ES1000 is a great heat source. It offers one-handed operation, it uses less fuel, and it's safe because when you release the trigger, it turns off. Remember to adjust the flame to meet your needs. Never get your materials too close to the barrel. You don't want to get wax or compound in there.